So one of the most vital ways to have real, concrete, vital learning is experience. This doesn't come as a surprise. It seems too obvious to mention sometimes, but it's vital and critical because no amount of clever gadgetry or other things is going to make making a student easier if it also doesn't come with experience. And there's a vital way that you can get experience in getting experience. As paradoxical as that, or strange as that seems, let's go over it real quickly. But to go over it, I have to tell you a story. And the story is of MacArthur Wheeler. MacArthur Wheeler, middle-aged man who saw a niece playing with lemon juice and using it as invisible ink. Somehow, in MacArthur Wheeler's mind, he came to the conclusion that if he put lemon juice on his face, that he would be invisible, or that people would not be able to see his face. He then went on, without drugs or alcohol, went into 2 banks and robbed them. And afterwards, when he's been arrested, and the police come to show him his face, after he is denied completely having any involvement at all, he sees his face from the video cameras and yells out, "But I had lemon juice on my face." And we could try to imagine the confusion that the police officers felt, but this story was so peculiar, so strange, that researchers at Cornell did a study. It was called the Dunning-Kruger. In the chart that I'm going to show you, we see that when people have no experience with something at all, they have a great deal of confidence in their ability to do that thing. With experience, their confidence plummets as they see the reality of whatever it is that they're getting into. But we see that eventually when they reach a level of mastery, that their confidence goes up. It never goes to the skyrocketing levels of pure ignorance, but it is able to go up with mastery so that we can feel confident in our ability to do something. What I want to point to you is, when you look at that chart, we could get experience in getting experience. We can run the gamut of that chart so frequently. We can go from novice to master so many times that we are familiar with how to learn. We know what it's like to be a novice. We have experience with it. We know when we're studying something that it's difficult at first and that we're not getting it, maybe not getting it as clearly as other people, but we know what it's like to get to a mastery level. I think most of us know a person who has mastery of 1 or 2 things, and they lord that over others, and they don't do anything but the things that they have mastery of. These people are unpleasant oftentimes and also limited. Experience is what's vital for us. In a crude way, the Dunning-Kruger test is talked about as stupid people are too stupid to know that they're stupid. But this really affects all of us. We all have amazing confidence in things that we have never tried. We see other people doing something, and when somebody has mastery of something, they make it look easy, they make it look flawless, and it's attractive. We're drawn to those who do things well. When we start to gain experience, our confidence plummets, and some of us assume that it's because we're not cut out for it or we don't have the knack for it, when all that we need to do is move from novice to mastery through time and practice and experience. It's vital and critical, and the more often that we can do this, the more often that we can run from novice to master, the better off we are in encountering something new. We know what it's like to go back and start over on a subject, but we know again what it's like to get to mastery. And we can have confidence in our ability that we can get to that level again. This is a crucial and often understated way of learning. It's not given the priority and the time, particularly because your time is the most vital commodity that you have. Everybody wants it. And a lot of what we do in our day-to-day life just raises us barely above boredom. We don't indulge enough in the real, raw, rich experiences that will lead us to mastery of the things that we study. But we need to, and that needs to change. And hopefully, during the course of our classes, we can learn some strategies to do that.